Online daters, also very commonly known as ODers or ODers, have been around on Roblox ever since it first came into existence because, believe it or not, online dating is not actually something that's exclusive to Roblox, but rather it does happen and has always happened all over every teeny tiny corner of the entire internet. Hello there, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you have ever seen an online dater on Roblox before. And of course, please join the chaos of my Discord server. The invite code is ChloeGames. Something I haven't thought about in a very long time is online daters on Roblox, and I'm not sure if that's because the problem has died down and become less prominent now, or if it's just because everyone collectively matured and realised they are not as nasty and evil and scary and bad as everyone made them out to be around 5 or so years ago. Regardless, their species hasn't even entered my mind in forever until recently when I saw someone accidentally make a typo and their message said "oh dear" in it. My mind instantly jumped back and time travelled 5 or 6 years into the past, and suddenly I had flashbacks playing like a cute little slideshow behind my eyes, and that is when the idea for this video slapped me right across the face. I thought for a second about how intensely people used to hate online daters on Roblox, and it even got to a point where people would judge other people as online daters simply by certain items that they would wear on their Roblox avatars. I mean, it was a very long time ago, but guilty as charged. But it was always such ridiculous things like the Robloxian 2.0 package, paper heart, the skater boy heart, salad crowns, or even ice limbs, and not once in my entire Roblox life have I ever understood why some of these items specifically were associated with online daters. Kind of on the same lines, certain games around the platform also got attached to the stereotypical image of an online dater. Such examples of common online dating hotspots include roleplay games, club games, girls/boys only games, middle/high school/college games, and adoption games. Club-themed places are also prone to online daters and players who wish to engage in inappropriate acts in-game. So, to put it simply, if you were seen playing one of these games, there was a high chance someone would come into those games and refer to you as an "oh dear," which then got me thinking about how I don't really see avatars or stereotypes like that anymore, and I also don't really see people screaming and yelling online data when they see other players wearing certain accessories on their avatars. As a result of all the thinking, I'm sure many people are curious as to what stereotypical online daters today might look like, and especially in comparison to how they were perceived 5 or 6 or even 7 years ago. Throughout Roblox's development, multiple stereotypes have formed regarding online daters. Players often stereotype online daters as those whose avatars are dressed as realistically, aesthetically, or trendy as possible. Certain bundles, accessories, faces, UGC items, and clothing are stereotyped as "oh dear" items. Players who wear these items are often perceived as online daters, even if they are far from the actual definition. You know, it also made me realise that there is so many people on Roblox today that joined at some point within the last few years who have absolutely no idea what it was like to see and live with the stereotypical online daters dotted around different games all those years ago. Personally, I spent such a long period of time just completely avoiding every accessory, package, clothing, hair that would typically be associated with online daters, probably because I was a lot younger back then and almost, I guess, scared or terrified of people calling me an "oh dear" because it was a much bigger insult back then, and I think one of the worst things people could say to you. However, I did evolve. Checking back in some of my earlier videos on this channel from around 2015, maybe even 2016, a lot of my outfits and avatars on Roblox that I started using during those times They weren't really as hardcore stereotypical online data as they could have been, but they were certainly enough for people to constantly and randomly refer to me as an ODer inside of games out of nowhere. Online dating, according to most people, is a problem on Roblox. It's unwanted by most in the community and encouraged by very few people as it's against the community guidelines. Sure, that is probably the most commonly used excuse for people who actively hated on online daters because it is and always has been against the rules. Considering it was super rare for people to actually use the report feature when coming across someone genuinely online dating in a game, it was more of an excuse to maybe justify hating on this group of people versus seriously trying to enforce the community guidelines and make Roblox a better place. The end all here, the conclusion. Now that we are in the year of 2022, and whilst we still have a lot of problems in many different areas, I think it's safe to say that we have matured enough to have dropped the stereotypes against online daters and to have finally realised that yes, online dating on Roblox is still bad and still against their community guidelines, but trolling or harassing or hating on them is just as bad, is also against the rules and should not be excused anymore. So, one more time please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe because I would always appreciate love and support that you guys give me, and you know what, it helps me out a lot. But me guessing go for the Roblox online daters stereotypes dying down. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.